We see Alex inside the ruins of the Inheritance Cave, bathing in the essence waters to absorb the ancient lion's power. Yunfeng, Jiwoon, Shilingu, and Ashan were there as well. Holding a glowing stone in his hand, Yunfeng explained that Alex's purification was still underway. If he could completely merge the lion's essence with his soul, it would be of great benefit to him. Meanwhile, deep within the mountains, in the great forest, Wei Bird launched an attack on the Wei Monkey. The Wei Monkey declared, "Whoever dares to seize the mountain's treasure, step aside, or I will kill you." Kuang Kui also attacked the Wei Monkey. Blocking her strike, he shouted, "The mountain's treasure belongs to me," and knocked her away. Kuang Kui struck again, but once more the Wei Monkey hurled her back. Suddenly, the mountain split open, revealing the hidden treasure within. Kuang Kui rushed forward to claim it, but the Wei Monkey stopped her. Just then, a red bird emerged from within the mountain, declaring, "This treasure does not belong to any of you." The sparrow turned to Wei Bird and said, "You're smarter than I expected. We could work together and split the treasure in half." Wei Bird replied sharply, "There isn't a creature alive you haven't deceived." At that moment, the Wei Monkey seized the treasure, but Kuang Kui's strike forced him to drop it. Wei Bird quickly snatched it. The sparrow attacked Wei Bird, causing the treasure to fall from her claws, and Kuang Kui caught it in her mouth. The sparrow snatched it again, but this time the Wei Monkey struck her, making the treasure tumble down once more. The volcano erupted. Wei Bird cried out, "The great forest will be destroyed because of us." Kuang Kui shouted back, "Tear this forest apart! Destroy it! The fewer who know of the mountain's treasure, the better. Use fire! End everything!" The sparrow sneered, "You're right. Count me in. Let's slaughter every race and creature here. That will be fun." Together, they unleashed their power, devastating the forest. Wei Bird pleaded, "Stop this now. I never thought you would go so far as to commit mass slaughter." The Wei Monkey roared, "Get out of my way!" and slammed his staff into the ground, sending the mountain's treasure flying into the air. Everyone leapt upward, trying to seize it, but the eruption grew fiercer, waves of lava spreading everywhere, flowing all the way to Stone Village. The villagers, terrified, began to flee. Goddess Lu then commanded, "We must leave at once. Extinction itself is coming. I have already activated the transmission line. Stone Village must be relocated. There is no other choice." Lava poured into the site of the colossal stone statue, causing the ground to tremble violently. Yunfeng turned to Shilingu and said, "This place is collapsing. Take everyone to safety quickly. I will stay behind with Alex." Shilingu said, "We can carry this furnace back. It won't delay Alex's purification." Yunfeng replied, "We can't do that. Alex is at a critical stage of his purification. Moving the furnace carelessly could disrupt the process, and the consequences could be dangerous. So, you all go back first. If I don't return, Shilingu, you will be the new head of the family and the village." Shilingu left with Ashan. Yunfeng told Jiwoon to go back as well, but he refused. Suddenly, the statue began to collapse. Yunfeng exclaimed, "This is bad. Alex's purification is at its most crucial moment." He landed on Jiwoon's back, and Jiwoon flew toward the collapsing statue. Yunfeng shouted, "Alex's purification isn't complete yet. We must do everything we can to prevent this statue from falling." Using his power, he stopped the statue from toppling. Alex saw the ancient lion's essence rise out of the water and begin moving toward him. He grabbed it with his strength, and the lion's powers began merging into him. A blinding light spread across the cave. Alex screamed in pain as the ancient lion's power poured into him. When he emerged from the furnace, he felt stronger than ever and extremely happy. He turned to Yunfeng and said, "It feels like I've completed the process," but then he noticed Yunfeng was gone. Suddenly, stones started falling, and the ground began to shake. The furnace collided with Alex and pushed him outside, but he managed to stop it from falling. He shouted, "Yunfeng! Jiwoon! Did your purification succeed?" Alex smiled and said, "I feel like I now have unlimited power," Yunfeng warned. "Hurry! This place is collapsing! We have to get out!" Alex tried to lift the ancestral furnace, but Yunfeng stopped him, saying, "Leave the furnace! Get out now!" Alex replied, "I can't leave it! This furnace is the treasure of our ancestors." He lifted the furnace and threw it to Jiwoon. Jiwoon caught it with his claws, and Alex leapt onto his back. Jiwoon flew toward the village. Along the way, Alex asked, "Yunfeng, how did this great forest end up like this?" Suddenly, stone structures began to fall. Jiwoon dodged them while moving toward Stone Village. Alex used his power to smash the falling stones, clearing a path for Jiwoon. Then Zhongbao shouted, "Hurry, come to us!" They were all within Goddess Lu's protective barrier. Alex said, "We're running out of time." Jiwoon quickly flew into Goddess Lu's protective circle. She guided everyone to safety, relocating Stone Village to a new place. Now, everyone had arrived at the new Stone Village, but no one knew exactly where they were. Still, they loved it. Nestled between a river and forest, home to many animals. Goddess Liu had saved everyone, and the villagers thanked her stared deeply. Alex paused and said to Yunfeng, Stone Village is no longer in the Great Forest. Yunfeng explained, the ancestors of Stone Village were born and raised in the Great Forest, but now it's destroyed, and our roots have been badly damaged. Shilingu asked, we came from Stone Village, so where is the village now? A villager replied, wherever the people and homes of Stone Village are, that is our new Stone Village. A child looked into the river and said, these fish are so big, maybe they'll be even better for our children. Yunfeng smiled and said, what you're saying is absolutely right. He turned to Shilingu, send someone to check again. If the Great Forest is completely desolate, then we'll stay here. Alex said to Yunfeng, I want to go back to Stone Village. Ashan replied, don't worry, you'll have to wait until everything is back to how it should be. Yunfeng told Alex, you can't do that. Going back now is extremely dangerous. Alex said, all this happened so suddenly in the Great Forest. I'm afraid my mom and dad might come looking for me, and if I'm not there, they'll be so worried, so I have to go back and guide them to the new Stone Village. Yunfeng explained, all right, you're not who you were before, but you must return as soon as possible. Alex smiled and said, don't worry. He mounted Jiwoon's back, and they took off. After some time, Alex arrived at the old Stone Village with Jiwoon, which was now completely burned to ashes. Alex jumped down from Jiwoon's back and looked around. He left a mark on a stone with his power, so that his mom and dad could find the new Stone Village. Then, a hand emerged from under the rubble, a large animal's hand placing a small baby Wei monkey there. Alex ran over and looked at the baby Wei monkey. It's badly injured. Its whole body is covered in hair. He gently stroked it and gave it a name, Mao Q. A girl standing in the distance had been watching all this. She slowly approached Alex and said, fool, this is called a Wei monkey. Alex asked her, who are you and which village are you from? But the girl, Hua Linger, said nothing. She just strutted around, acting proud. Alex, annoyed, said, still silent? Fine, then I won't answer you either. Hua Linger said, 4 powerful creatures fought over the forest's treasure, and because of them, the Great Forest was destroyed, and this Wei monkey is one of those culprits. Give it to me. Alex replied, no, why would I give it to you? Hua Linger, angry, said, how dare you say no to me? Do you even know who I am? Alex coldly said, you're a false woman. Hua Linger mocked him. Little boy, name your price, I'll buy it. She threw a bag of coins in front of him and said, have you ever seen this much money in your life? Alex looked at the bag and said, what am I supposed to do with these stone pieces? They're useless. Hua Linger was shocked. Are you really that foolish? Do you even know how purchases usually work? Alex innocently replied, I usually trade for animal milk. Hua Linger said, with this money you could buy the whole village. Alex said straight, stop following me. If this monkey really is a supreme creature, I want to make it my pet. He started to leave. Hua Linger said, village boy, making it a pet isn't wise. But Alex ignored her words. Hua Linger, angry, used her firepower to attack Alex, but he cleverly dodged her strikes. He said, false woman, you attack from hiding? Hua Linger didn't stop. She shouted, give me the Wei monkey, and attacked again. Alex said, I can do that too. He countered with his power, blocking her strike. Seeing this, Hua Linger became even angrier. She shouted, now I won't let you go. She took flight with her power, and wings sprouted from her back. Alex, surprised, said, so you're also one of those 4 monsters. That's why you can grow wings like that. Hua Linger interrupted, no, actually you're one of the 4 monsters. She launched a fast attack at him. Alex dodged and countered. His strike was so powerful that Hua Linger fell far away. Alex said to the baby Wei monkey, let's get out of here and ignore this fire lady. Hua Linger said, you can't go. Alex replied, do you want to fight again? Suddenly Hua Linger began to cry, remembering her master. She said, I'm sorry, teacher. I completely lost to a village boy. Now there's no way left for me to take the Wei monkey. Alex approached her, seeing her cry, and asked, why are you crying? She replied softly, just leave the Wei monkey with me. But Alex refused. Linger sat down, tears in her voice, saying, if you give me this monkey, I promise you anything. Alex said seriously, I lied to you. I am not foolish. I know everything about the Wei monkey. Mao Cho is no ordinary creature. I will take it to the village and heal its injuries. Hua Linger asked, but this Wei monkey destroyed the entire Great Forest, and you still want to save it? Alex answered, the decision will be made by our family head, Yunfeng, but I think this monkey is still very innocent. He quickly helped her up and placed the baby Wei monkey into her hands. At that moment, a unicorn horse chariot descended from the sky. Alex stepped in front of Hua Linger and asked the driver, who are you? The chariot driver bowed and said to Hua Linger, your father is very worried about you. Come, don't delay. Hua Linger returned the Wei monkey to Alex angrily, saying, why won't my father leave me alone? The servant replied, he said that no matter where you go in the world, they will find you. Alex asked Hua Linger, is your name Your Majesty? Hua Linger laughed and said, you really are naive. I'll return, heal this monkey, or I'll hold you responsible. Alex smiled and said, if you can't defeat me, how will you hold me responsible? Hua Linger laughed, filthy boy. Next time we meet, I won't forgive you. She climbed onto the chariot and left. Alex thought, the only one with mercy is me. She wanted to kill it. Then he remembered his mom and dad. Alex arrived at the new stone village. All the villagers and Alex stood before before Goddess Lu. Goddess Lu was trying to heal the Wei monkey. Alex asked Goddess Lu, "Can Maoqiu be healed?" Goddess Lu said, "There's no need to panic for its life, but its body is extremely fragile. Its spiritual consciousness is slowly fading. I fear it may be difficult to save. But remember, its past must remain a secret, so it poses no threat to anyone." Yunfeng addressed the villagers. Alex has seen for himself that the great forest has been completely destroyed. From now on, this place will be the new stone village. Everyone, leave this area. Tomorrow, the hunting party will assess the entire region. The villagers left. Yunfeng asked Alex, "Are you thinking about your mom and dad again?" He showed Alex a stone. Alex looked at it and said, "What nonsense is this?" Yunfeng explained, "This is the treasure of the ancient lion's bones. There is still runic activity within it. Keep this ancient trick in your heart always." Alex said, "I don't understand any of this." Yunfeng smiled and said, "Don't be anxious. You'll understand gradually. In the future, it will benefit you greatly." Suddenly, Alex spoke deeply. "Grandfather, tell me the truth. Do my mom and dad not want me anymore?" Yunfeng scolded him. "Don't speak such nonsense. They must still be thinking about you." Alex said, "But the great forest is destroyed. Then why don't they come to me?" He added sadly, "Today I met an outsider. His father said, no matter where he goes in the world, they will find him. So, do my mom and dad not remember me?" Hearing this, Goddess Lu said, "Your parents are going through hardships that ordinary people cannot even imagine." Alex asked anxiously, "Goddess Liu, do you know where my mom and dad are? Please tell me." Goddess Liu said, "Everything lies within your spiritual awareness. When your memories begin to return, you will understand everything on your own." Alex, frustrated, said, "I can't remember anything. Please help me." Goddess Liu created a stormy energy circle with her powers, at the center of which a furnace appeared. She explained, "Spiritual consciousness can be forcibly awakened if you have reached the highest level of the blood transformation zone. Lift this furnace, and everything will come back to you." Alex said, "What will lifting this furnace do? It won't make a difference." Yunfeng asked Goddess Liu, "How heavy is this furnace, really?" Goddess Liu replied, "Its weight is 100,000 caddies." Yunfeng said in surprise, "The blood transformation zone can at most handle 50,000 caddies. I've never heard of anything like this. Won't it be extremely difficult for Alex?" Goddess Liu said seriously, "I know it's extremely difficult, but if Alex succeeds, he will gain immense benefit." Alex handed Maoqiu to Yunfeng and said, "I understand now. Please let me do this." He stepped forward to lift the furnace, but as he got close, the energy radiating from it hit him and he fell to the ground. Yunfeng ran over, asking, "Are you hurt?" Alex said, "I'm fine. I have to lift this furnace because it's the only way I'll discover where my mom and dad are." Alex tried to meditate with the ancient lion's bone relic, but Maoqiu and Jiwoon wouldn't let him focus. Alex shouted at them angrily, "Just sit quietly," and he left to continue. The next day, Alex and his friends went underwater to hunt unicorns, but one unicorn grabbed his breathing bamboo tube, forcing Alex to surface immediately. Seeing this, all the unicorns became furious. Alex tried to mount one unicorn, but it shook him off and threw him. Maoqiu also approached the unicorn, but it kicked him forcefully and left. The unicorn's power shook both Alex and Maoqiu, and they fell to the ground, nearly unconscious. Alex thought, "This feeling, it's familiar." Once again, Alex meditated with the ancient lion relic. He sensed electricity and a bright glow emanating from it. He didn't fully understand the energy, but it filled his body with power. Now, Alex was able to gain control over the unicorn. He approached the furnace again, but once more the energy struck him, knocking him away. He wasn't ready to give up, so he meditated with the unicorn again, strengthening himself further, and tried to lift the furnace once more, but he failed. This time he said to himself, "Everything must work. I will not retreat." Alex had now become far more mature than before. After years of practice, he finally reached the furnace. Yunfeng smiled and said, "In front of Goddess Liu, Alex is about to surpass the highest peak of the blood transformation zone." Alex stood by the furnace, channeling all his strength, and lifted the massive furnace. He shouted, "Goddess Liu, where are my mom and dad?" At that moment, above the furnace, the spirit of the ancient lion appeared. Goddess Liu tried to remind Alex of his memories, and he glimpsed Wu Palace. With this suspenseful moment, the episode ends. If you want to see the next episode soon, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.